So let's go out to a situation where my very able cameraman here, Brad, is with us in Indiana, had a bit of a problem with his truck the other day, and it stopped working on the freeway. And so he was looking for towing. And that was a bit of a drama for him. He had to call people, and so on and so forth. With Vodafone Compass, this is a problem that simply goes away, because what you do here is this is a search and find screen. It has restaurants, it has parking, and so on and so forth. We're going to go down here to this find and seek other search. We're going to pull up a database. This database here in Australia, D-Look, has 1.5 million businesses listed. Bearing in mind that Australia is a small place, and 1.5 million businesses is quite a big deal. So we're going to go up here to, I can't do current location because I'm sitting in Indiana, so that wouldn't work, but we're in New South Wales. I'm going to type in very simply type in my suburb, which is where I live in Sydney. It's called Manly. And then I'm going to go down to business type, and I'm going to say I need to know who the nearest towing companies are within 5 kilometres of where I am right now, and I'm going to search. And so this is now connecting to the servers in Sydney, bearing in mind we're in Indiana here, and we're on a 2G network, not a 3G network. That took about 2 seconds. It's pulled down 4 that are within 5 kilometres. I've heard some bad stuff about Northern Beaches, so I'm going to go with Mossman. I'm going to go with Fairlight Towing. Good on you, Fairlight. So I click on this, and I can now do 3 things. I can either call them, because it's obviously a phone, so I can call them very easily. I can view a map as to where they are. I might just do that just to show you. Here we go. There it is. You can come out on the map if you want. Give you an idea of where it is. You can go back in. It's all pretty cool. And then we can go back here, or I can navigate to it. So I'm now where I am, and I want to say I want to go to the towing. But what I wanted to show you was that we have this very simple facility to share the location. So you can imagine when you have a breakdown, something like that, Brad wants to let his wife Brandy know where he is, and for Brandy to meet him at the tow place. So he wants to share the location of where he's going, simply 1 click, 2 clicks with his wife. So we hit share. In this particular instance, I'm going to pretend Brandy is me, because this is what's set up on the phone. I click here, I get all of the people who are on my contact list. You're in a circle. Alistair's up the top here, so I'm going to hit Alistair, and now it's telling me that I've already automatically sent the location of this towing company to my cell phone. My other cell phone is just over the back of me here, and there we just hear it. Hopefully you picked up a beep. Turns out it's not over the back, it's in my back pocket. So it's now sent me that location. I can click on that location and it gives me the address. If I have this application on my phone, it will enable me to navigate to it, and so on and so forth. And maybe I'll just show you one last piece. We were talking today about having everyone from Indiana come down to Sydney, and we were talking about we really need to take them to some cool restaurants, and particularly talking about seafood. So here we go. I can type in Manly, and we can pick a cuisine. We have a rich data set here for restaurants. Typically you just get a list of restaurants and you have to guess what they do. Here, probably very small on the screen. I can see it very clearly where I'm sitting. On the camera maybe it's a bit difficult. But we could go to Greek, for example, and say, okay, tell us the Greek restaurants within 5 kilometres of Manly. Let's search on that. This is a speciality, rich data set, eatability. It turns out there's one within that 5 kilometres. It's now pulling up rich data from this thing. It's telling me where it is. It's telling me what the rating is. You probably can't see that, but it's telling me what the rating is from users. And of course I can call it. I can view it on a map. I can navigate to it if I wanted to. I could share it exactly the same way as I just showed shared the location of the towing company. If I was to meet friends at this restaurant and I wanted them to meet me there, I could share that with me. Or indeed I could save it. I could save it to favourites. So if I wanted to go back to it later on. And we're about to add the functionality where you can add your own review and so on and so forth. So in summary, it's a very, very, very simple product. It gives you the capability of, typically what we know as yellow pages, like business directory on your phone. It enables you to, when you find a business that you're interested in doing business with or going to or attending or whatever, you can go to it, you can navigate, you can see where it is, you can share it with your friends, you can tell them to meet you there, and it will navigate you there. It saves the routes and so on and so forth. Very, very simple product, but this is amazingly the future of mobile phones. This is where people will not go to fixed broadband, they'll want it all on the phone. And the trick with this is this product is totally integrated. You've noticed I've only used a very few number of clicks to actually get all this information, whereas currently you might want to do this on your WAP on your mobile, and you'll wait for ages for the websites to come up, and then the websites will be very difficult to navigate. This is an integrated, bespoke design for the mobile. Live in Australia, New Zealand and Malaysia as we speak. We're expanding across Asia Pacific, and that's our product.